I've just finished recording an episode with Madhuri Prabhakar of the Plastic Soup Foundation, in which we talked about the huge number of liquid microplastics used throughout the beauty industry. And by the time this recording goes live, you'll already have listened to my discussion with Madhuri in your favorite podcast app because it was released last week. Now, I was fascinated by the work that Madhuri and her colleagues are doing, and it's so important to all of us. We are plasticizing every part of our lives. Plastic is everywhere. It's been found in raindrops. It's been found in placentas. It's been found in our bloodstream. Plastic is an amazing human invention, and there will always be a place for it in our lives. But we've become addicted to plastic, and we use it far too much. We certainly shouldn't be using it inside our cosmetic formulations. So for that reason, I wanted to jump on quickly, record this super short opinion piece, and challenge you to join me in thinking through why we must ditch the plastics in our cosmetics. Hi, it's Lorraine Dahlmeier, chartered environmentalist, biologist, and CEO of award-winning online organic cosmetic formulation school, Formula Botanica. I host the Green Beauty Conversations podcast, and these are my Green Beauty opinions, in which I share my takeaways from the podcast interview we released last week and set you a challenge to make the green beauty sector a better place. If you want to be the first to hear all of my latest episodes, make sure you subscribe to this podcast. Did you know that most beauty products contain liquid microplastics? I don't think most people are even aware of this fact. The beauty industry has evolved to the stage that as an industry, they're so powerful and their products are in such huge demand, thanks to a century of insecurity-based marketing, that they have prioritized texture, stability, and rheology over environmental impact. After all, if your skin cream glides onto your face better or has a better texture because of the ingredient you've chosen, then that's what cosmetics labs across the world will use. So what do we mean by a microplastic? What's the chemistry behind it? Well, microplastics are mainly synthetic polymers with low water solubility. Because of that, and because of the fact that they do not degrade, they can persist in aquatic environments or be eaten by marine life and eventually enter our food chain. This is a much bigger problem than most people are aware of. In fact, a report by the British Royal Society of Chemistry on polymers in liquid formulations found that 36 million metric tons are produced each year. That's the equivalent of over 14,500 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And they're used in agrochemicals, adhesives, coatings, cosmetics, household cleaning products, inks, lubricants, sealants, paints, personal care products, and water treatment chemicals. In other words, liquid polymers are everywhere. And that was backed up by the Beat the Microbead campaign at the Plastic Soup Foundation, who found that 87% of the products from the 10 best-selling cosmetics brands in Europe contained microplastics. That's shocking enough as it is. But what's even more shocking is the way that the cosmetics industry trade bodies lashed out at their report, based on a definition. They view nanoplastics, water-soluble, liquid, and biodegradable polymers as not being a microplastic, and have even lobbied to ensure that those ingredients are not included in the new regulations that will eventually come into force in the European Union and then presumably be held up as a standard for other countries to follow. But given the fact that these ingredients make their way into our waterways and our bodies, is this really the best we can do? It's not okay for the beauty industry to just say that using liquid microplastics is safe, or that they're not even microplastics in the first place because of a definition. They don't know whether they're safe or not. How could anyone know? This is why there is such a thing as a precautionary principle. You must apply caution if there is a chance to cause harm. But must we really, truly cover every part of planet Earth and every single organ in our body with plastics before we conclude that maybe it wasn't a good idea in the first place? The UK's Royal Society of Chemistry summarised it beautifully, in my opinion, when they said that we should seek to move away from the take, make, dispose model when it comes to polymers in liquid formulations, a model which we know epitomizes the beauty industry. We're not going to phase out liquid microplastics anytime soon, but wouldn't it be nice if the industry at least started having that conversation rather than bullishly claiming that we have bigger fish to fry? So that's my challenge to you for this week. Not enough people know about the plastics inside their formulations. When I talk to people about plastics in cosmetics, they automatically assume I'm talking about packaging. So tell everyone you know about liquid microplastics in your cosmetics and start to get the message out. We need shoppers to realize what they're buying, and we need them to put pressure on the big brands to start to phase out some of these ingredients. Thank you for listening to my Green Beauty Opinions. Remember to visit the Formula Botanica website at formulabotanica.com to try our free online formulation course. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the Green Beauty Conversations podcast, please make sure you do so in your favorite podcast app. Leave me a 5-star review if you enjoy the conversations I host, and I'll be back soon with my next episode.